One of the biggest challenges of the 21st century is access to fresh water. And now we're crossing that line where the natural reserves of water are being too depleted and we need to turn to the oceans. Today we're doing the first trial deployment of Iceberg One, the first commercial scale system for making fresh water from the ocean using wave-powered desalination. My name is Dragan Tutic, CEO and founder of Onkea Technologies. Today, there's so many communities that live right next to the ocean, but don't have fresh water accessible locally. So this is Iceberg One. It's the first of many that will actually make fresh water using only the motion of the waves. The beauty of it is that it's purely mechanical. You see a couple of electronics in the back, but that's really just to monitor it. Even if that would catch fire, all electronics burn, it could still make water.
Desalination is the separation of salt from water solution, like seawater. My name is Sean Meyer-Steele. I've been involved in the water treatment industry for over 25 years. Seawater reverse osmosis, which is pushing the water through the membranes, leaving the salt behind, is very reliable, but it's relatively energy intensive. It's using electricity, it's burning fossil fuels, continuing to exacerbate rising temperatures in the ocean and global change in the whole 9 yards. And with desalination of water, you're producing water without salt. So conversely, you've got to do something with that salt that comes out, what we call brine. Where it becomes bad is if you have concentrated amounts of salt that aren't dispersed and it makes a particular piece of the ocean more saline.
Today, there is so much fresh water that goes in the ocean from all the ice on the caps that is currently melting. And the brine we release is just slightly more salty than seawater. And it's right where there's wave action and sea currents, so it makes that diffuse really well. All the team is putting so much heart in what we're doing, and it was important for us to leave a trace. I think there's like 8 different languages from 12 or 13 countries out of just over 30 employees. Mine was be brave and live long. The unit is towed into place, generally about half a mile to 1.5 miles offshore, depending on the depth of the ocean.
Even here in Florida, there are many coastal communities that need fresh water. There's no way for them to get it. They just don't have the capital to build a plant or to maintain it. So you can imagine, here's equipment that doesn't require any electricity. Instantly, the cost of water is significantly reduced.
Here in Fort Pierce, over the last 3 years, the water cost locally increased by almost 30%. By having this technology readily available, those communities don't need to build big infrastructure to bring water from far away. Because it's modular, you can produce exactly the amount of water you need for the coastal user.
It's a technology that's very easily portable. Getting everything set up to produce water in less than half an hour.
Right now, what they're doing is they're connecting that underground anchor to the system itself. Okay, pressure P3 is increasing, slowly but surely. Because of the waves, it will gradually build up pressure until the pressure is enough to desalinate and start producing fresh water. The system will produce 50,000 liters on average per day, and the whole system is designed to last for 15 years. Thanks. The anchor is a concrete block, which is at the very bottom of it, and as the waves actuate it, this relative motion is actually pulling on it, and that's actually what's generating this pumping action. And as this pump moves with the motion of the waves, the seawater is intaken, sent through the process plant, sent it to reverse osmosis membranes, and then water will be delivered on shore. To be on this buoy, after so much work has been put by the entire team, just makes it easier to think of a future where the oceans could be a sustainable source of fresh water for so many communities and people along the coast.
Governments need to think about water portfolios, where you have traditional sources, you have water reuse, you do everything that you can to maximize the natural amounts of water.
Having that abundant source of fresh water opens a door to where you can really focus on building the future. And that's really a fundamental need for humanity to prosper. So we must secure a long-term solution to fresh water supply. This is seawater that became fresh water using our wave-powered sustainable desalination system installed right here in Fort Pierce. This water tastes just like normal fresh water, only using the power of the waves. the oceans will be the main source of water in the future.
You're always on the lookout for, the next big thing, but you have a healthy bit of skepticism. These are all folks who really believe in what they're doing. Everybody there is fully invested, all working together to make this happen.
Really hopeful for the future, and every day the odds are improving.